You have to look at the trademark. You have to also look at the copyright, because you're using images without permission.
I have a dream, that's all I need. I'll make it happen with some work and belief.
Hi, welcome to Wednesday Wisdom. Like you know, during the Wednesday Wisdom, I will answer one random question on the internet, and this is today's question. Is it trademark or copyright infringement in this case? So what's the case? I was wondering if it would be considered trademark or copyright infringement if I produce an advertisement that would contain images of Doritos, Lay's, etc., and then to be posted on Instagrams and other such as platform as an AD. Okay. Interesting question, a really good question. And the thing is, if you use the trademark Doritos in your post on Instagram or the other platform, you have a problem. Second, if you are using images without permission, you also have a problem. So you have two things. If you use the image, it's copyright. If you use the trademark, it's trademark. So two different things you need to remember. If you look at copyright, they create images for their advertising or whatever, and you're using it without their permission. If you have the permission, you're allowed to use it. Because you're using the images without the permission, so you do not have the permission of the copyright holder, then it's copyright infringement. That's one part. The second part is you have the name Doritos, Lay's. If it's registered as trademark, I made a video about how you can check if something is trademark or not. If it's registered as trademark, you also need to look at the trademark. And if it's registered, you need to have permission to use it. There are some exceptions when you use certain kind of trademark in your advertiser or whatever, but in this case, we do not know enough in order to check if everything meets the requirements of an exception. So if you look at this, you have two different things, copyright and trademark. You have to look at the trademark. You have to also look at the copyright, because you're using images without permission. It's not like when there is an image and there is a trademark on it, everything will go to the trademark. No, it doesn't work like that. So someone can come after you for copyright, but also they can come after you for trademark. Sometimes they do both in one case, but it depends on your local law system or the situation when they're going to choose for a trademark or when they're going to choose for a copyright. Sometimes it's easy to choose for a trademark because you can prove it, but sometimes it's difficult to choose for a trademark because you cannot prove it, because you are not registered. But copyright is the same. Sometimes you can prove you were first with a picture, sometimes you cannot. But for trademark, most of the time, if you have registered trademark, you need to use that, and there you can see the date who was first or not. So it depends on the situation. But if you look at this, the question, then it's both copyright and trademark. And if he is using it on different platforms, he's going to have a problems. If you look at the terms of Instagram, they're saying you're not allowed to use copyright from other people unless you have permission. Same apply for trademark. I made a video about that. When you look at the terms of Instagram, you will see what are the copyright rules in the terms, what are the trademark rules in the terms. Same apply for the trademarks. Instagram is clear about that. You're not allowed to use trademarks of other people without the permission. So there are a lot of platforms out there that also have the similar rules, but in different words. You can look at Twitter, you can look at Facebook, you can look at LinkedIn. Doesn't matter. They have that because when something is wrong and someone come after them, they have to remove it. And sometimes they will, if you use something without permission, the copyright holder of the trademark holder can ask you information from them. You understand what I mean? So if you look at this question, it's really interesting, and it depends how you're going to use it. There are some exceptions for copyright, but there are also some exceptions for trademark. but you need to make sure that in that situation that you meet the requirement of those exceptions. Here in this case, I cannot give you things or say things about the exception because I don't have enough information about it. It's an interesting question and I'm glad it asked it. If you have question about this question, or if you have question about copyright or trademark, feel free to contact me on Discord. If you're new to this channel, don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.
I have a dream, that's all I need. I'll make it happen with some work and belief. Know what I want, so I'll take it on. I've made mistakes, but mistakes make you strong. Let's break it down for a minute. I want the crown, I'm gon' get it. You hear me loud, man, I'm winning. Yeah, Charlie Sheen will be